Oddity fine. I got some economy cocks, a gin and tonic on the rocks, where angels fear to tread. I say, choose your booze, let's hit the red eye. Think of young Diana Durbin and how she sung on rum and bourbon. Or enhance your luncheon hour with a planter's punch and a whiskey sour. If you feel like a wreck, try a horse's neck or a sherry with a cherry in the new finer size. If you don't name your poison, I'll have to get the boys in. The spirit of adventure opens one's eyes.
Mental Gen, I'll be prepared.
Welcome back, Mental Gen.
Welcome.
This week, we are going to start off by one that we've been wanting to get to for a while.
Yes, one that we've been kind of eyeballing, but
We never actually got around to. Now we're doing it! It is called
Pinkie's Special Day by
Sunshine Smiles. I have no idea what your avatar is.
Oh well.
Oh well. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it!
Let it begin. Pinkie's Special Day.
By Sunshine Smiles.
A cupcake-shaped alarm trilled from her nightstand as Pinkie Pie awoke with a start. Tossing the false confection out a window, she eagerly leaped out of bed, ready to start her Saturday.
It's leapt out of bed. I'm sorry.
There's two versions.
Whatever.
You can say leaped or leapt.
Whatever.
She didn't even need to look at the calendar. Today was only the most important day ever. The day Pinkie had foreseen back when she got her cutie mark. The premonition that heralded her Pinkie sense. Well, not really the day, more like the moment, since she hadn't foreseen that she'd be surrounded with so many great friends and work at a bakery making so many super delicious desserts like that yummy marzipan mascarpone meringue madness, which she really should have. Her thoughts were interrupted as a certain toothless alligator landed on her head.
You're right, Gummy. It's no good to get distracted on a day like this.
Setting him near his food, our peppy protagonist proceeded to rummage in her super special pantry supplies chest.
We gotta keep our eyes on the prize! The main event!
She exclaimed, emerging victoriously with a pink stopwatch. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. It was the super duper special surprise time countdown.
Trademark.
Custom made long ago for the occasion, and sealed with enough battery power to last the decade. It even had her cutie mark engraved on the back.
Wowee! Only 6 hours, 23 minutes till it's time!
She stuck the watch in her mane and set course for the bathroom.
It's lucky that today also happens to be a mashed potato bank holiday.
She mused.
What?
Though banking was plenty fun.
For
Baking.
mashed potato bank holiday? I'm sorry, but my mind is going so many places right now.
Well, there are bank holidays in London and Australia, so...
Well, I realize that, but you know what? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I might return to this in my thoughts later, but for now, we're going to move along.
Moving right along. Though baking was plenty fun, there's no way she could focus enough now to get any work done. As to prove a point, Pinkie noticed she was currently brushing her teeth with spaghetti sauce.
Silly me. What's that jar doing there? Oh, right.
She recalled and grabbed the actual toothpaste. Finishing with her teeth, a nice bubble bath was up next. Her shoulder ached a bit as she settled into the tub, giving a nostalgic sigh. Pinkie pulled a playful gator out of the tub. It brought to mind before her Pinkie sense had fully developed, when she still had doubted the authenticity of her vision. She couldn't believe something of this caliber would happen, but of course her perception of life had been much duller at the time. Heck, back then she never knew she would actually get into the Grand Galloping Gala, let alone her accomplishments like saving the world multiple times.
Life sure has a habit of taking pretty turns.
She contemplated.
You just gotta laugh with it.
A few minutes later, having completed the rest of her morning routine, the stopwatch was pulled out again.
5.5 hours, Gummy!
Gummy responded by slowly blinking one eye, then the other.
Don't get too rowdy now!
Pinkie giggled. 5.5 hours into the big event, only 3 until the picnic. Pinkie had initially planned on just having a party with the girls at Scootaloo Corner, but Rarity instead wanted to use the day to catch up on her dress orders. It was Fluttershy's suggestion of a picnic that won her over. Heather was certainly okay with the party pony. She didn't want anyone to miss out on the good times, and the more time they spent together, the better. Trotting downstairs, she noticed the cakes had already left for the day, for a day of fun with their twins.
Ah, I miss them.
She frowned. Cheering up, she said.
It's a good I'm sorry. It's a good thing I told him good morning before bed last night. I wouldn't have been able to do that today. Only one more thing to do then.
Pinkie thought and rapidly began gathering decorations for the party. She was going to go all out for this one. It was worth it. Time passed quickly when the party planner was in the zone. Once satisfied, she looked around approvingly. It was hard to tell with the room underneath all that party. There was a room underneath all that party, just the way she liked it. Kind of like herself. Checking the real clock this time, Pinkie hopped about excitedly.
Oh boy, right on time! The picnic will start soon!
She said to Gummy. He wasn't there. In the manner of a bouncy ball, she fetched her waiting picnic basket from the table along with a loaf of banana bread.
Because banana bread is awesome.
Well, raisin bread.
It's sort of an inside joke from this forum I used to attend to. To those of you who know this inside joke, booyah! Banana bread for the win!
Anyway.
Only like 5 of you are going to get that, but I don't care.
Anyway, back to the realm where most of us live. She would have brought raisin bread, but it didn't fit the mood.
Because banana bread's better. So
say you. Every pony knows raisins don't belong on a picnic.
Okay, banana bread's better, but that doesn't mean raisins don't belong. Oh, you know what? Fuck this! Let's keep going.
Yes, let's. Pinkie Pie had barely taken 2 steps out the door before colliding into a speeding Scootaloo on a scooter. The crash was less than satisfying. Seeing stars, she carefully picked her items up.
Sorry, Pinkie Pie. It was like you... Sorry, Mentalgen. Sorry, Pinkie Pie. It was like you came out of nowhere.
Scootaloo apologized, knowing that Pinkie Pie was in the habit of just doing that.
Oh, that pesky filly never seems to pay attention.
Pinkie quickly snuffed the thought out.
It doesn't matter,
she told herself. Life's too short not to be happy.
That's okie dokie, Scootaloo. Though you might want to fix that squeaky wheel. Here, have a cupcake.
She took, pulling one out of her pocket, where poor Scootaloo, passing the cupcake. Pinkie took off before the orange chicken had a chance to respond.
Scootaloo is not a chicken!
Oh, shut up and enjoy your meme.
Fine.
She had a picnic to go to, after all, and time waits for no one.
Except the doctor.
Well, that's because that makes space-time his mare.
Hey, he buys space-time dinner and flowers first.
Unlike the master, who just has his way.
Yes.
Any which way. Arriving at their usual spot in the park, Pinkie laughed to herself upon noticing she was the first there. It wasn't like her to be so mindful of time, but she couldn't help herself. Her mind was on today's surprise, even as she set up for the picnic. It was then that Twilight Sparkle appeared with Spike in tow. They exchanged greetings, Twilight making a brainy comment about the weather. I was just like her, so smart, so curious about the world. As she sometimes did, Pinkie Pie felt the urge to spill the beans to her studious friend. There was a pony who would know how to improve this day, be Twilight. All of her skill at planning and coordination, along with a scientific disposition, might have really helped with the occasion. But Pinkie Pie was reluctant to spoil the surprise, and now it was too soon. Twilight had a tendency for getting too caught up in responsibilities and work to really enjoy herself. Pinkie had not wanted it to merely end up a burden, especially since her special talent was supposed to be making other ponies happy.
You gotta have as much fun as you can!
And surprises are fun. Fluttershy arrived not far behind, apologizing for making them wait. Assuring her it was unnecessary, Pinkie Pie cracked a joke. Fluttershy was the one she was most concerned for, that today might be too much for her. The poor mare was always nervous for something. She wished Fluttershy hadn't spent so much of her life fearful and worrying. A pony can't control everything, after all. The trick is in the reaction.
I should ever sing Granny Pie's laughter song on with me again.
Applejack and Rainbow Dash quickly came into view, racing toward the picnic together. They collapsed on the picnic blanket in a heap, barely avoiding knocking over the salad bowl Fluttershy had just set down. Both proceeded to ask who the victor was, foregoing any typical greetings, precisely what Pinkie Pie expected from her two athletic friends, each locked in perpetual competition with each other. It seemed to her that Rainbow Dash would have had the best reaction toward today's main event. The Cyan Speedster loved excitement, craved it even.
Craved it! I'm sorry.
As you should be. All the times they saved a question from disaster, Pinkie could tell Dashy secretly enjoyed the action. Although Applejack's reaction was sure to be funny, her down-to-earth nature would likely leave her most astounded. Sometimes it was like AJ could barely fathom anything out of the norm. Pinkie wondered what it would be like if AJ had been the one to know about today. She was the element of honesty. There was no way she would be able to contain her reaction. If she hadn't chose to believe it, there'd be no surprise. She wouldn't have the finesse to even coordinate an enjoyable party. What a downer that would be.
AJ will appreciate the effort it took to make this as fun as I could.
Rarity promptly made her entrance, fashionably late as she put it. Almost as if she had been out of sight waiting for everyone else, Rarity was certainly a good friend. But she was far too concerned with acting proper and fashionable. Pinkie didn't like to think about all the things Rarity missed out in fear of getting dirty or mussing up her mane.
I hope it doesn't stop her from letting loose and partying hard today. When it's time to party, we will party hard!
Mm-hmm.
Andrew WK for the win.
Proceeding.
Hey, Pinkie! Anybody home?
Rainbow Dash waved a hoof in front of Pinkie Pie. It was then that she realized what she'd been doing, resuming chatter amongst her friends. Pinkie resolved to keep the big surprise out of her thoughts for now, to prevent trivializing the picnic. With all parties accounted for, the picnic began. The banana bread was a big hit.
As it should be.
A little while later, after the bread was shared, their picnic had run on far longer than Pinkie intended, but everybody was enjoying themselves, so she didn't intervene. Remaining mindful of the time, Pinkie had checked her SDSSTC
trademark
as they finally wrapped up. The actual party would be cut short, but there was still enough time. And so they headed to Sugar Cube Corner, laughing all the way. Laughter was the best thing ever. Damn straight. Pinkie wouldn't brag about it to anybody, but she obviously had the best element. Entering the building, they all expressed their appreciation for the extravagant party decor. Pinkie truly had given her best effort. It was going to take forever to clean. Certainly an excellent setting for ponies in an excellent mood. Every pony continued having a ball until things slowed down in concern of Pinkie, who was increasingly checking the time.
Pinkie, is everything okay? I hope we're not boring you.
Fluttershy spoke up first, ever concerned for her friends. Pinkie paused a moment and then made her announcement.
Well, girls, in 6 minutes, the real reason for the super special party is gonna be here.
She declared, pointing dramatically. Her foreleg also happened to be aimed at the door, which Rainbow Dash took notice of.
Is some pony coming here? Who is it? A mystery guest? How exciting!
Rarity fussed with her mane. Spike helped.
I hope it isn't the princess. I'm not prepared for her at all. I reckon the whole town knows about the princess of Shale coming.
Applejack reasoned, staring at the door anyway. Pinkie held out her tongue, letting them speculate. She didn't want to slip a hint in any direction. She was holding the SDSTC
trademark
out in front of herself now, keeping the watch on the time. It'd been pretty silly if she missed the moment after all this preparation. Her chortle drew a few gazes away from the door.
What's so funny, dear?
Questioned Rarity.
I'm just so excited! It's so close!
Impatient as always, Rainbow Dash spoke up.
Yeah, well, just how much longer till they're here then? It's like only 2 minutes and 12, no, 11, no, 10, no, 9, no, 8, no, 7, no, 6, no.
Appeased, the girl silently waited. Spike too. Pinkie saved the moment, for once, not feeling any need to fidget as she observed the scene. A smile couldn't grow any bigger. Everything was looking just as she remembered it would, and she knew exactly what she would say. A final glance was given to her SDSSTC.
Trademark.
Anticipation welling up inside.
It's time! Surprise!
Pinkie Pie shouted with all of her heart. And then the world ended.
The end.
Oh my god.
I did not see that coming.
That was good.
Perhaps to you, Sunshine Idols. That was excellent.
Wow, that was fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
I kind of figured it'd be something along the lines of, I don't know, then the bomb fell, or then all of a sudden everyone just spontaneously died. But kudos.
Kudos for that.
Kudos for misleading us.
I am actually going to give this story a 9.5 out of 10.
I'm going to give it a perfect score. Well written, perfectly in character for everyone involved.
And suspenseful.
Yes.
Alright.
Alrighty then.
We hope you enjoyed this reading. We certainly did.
Yes, most certainly.
And remember, if there's one lesson to be taken from this, it's that when you know the world's ending, go out having fun.
What? No. No. When you know the world is going to end, go out with a bang.
Now I have to say this. I got something to say. It's better to burn out than to fade away.
Happy Halloween, ladies. Anyone who doesn't get that reference, go watch Highlander.
If you get that reference anyway, watch Highlander again, because it's awesome.
Avoid the sequels, avoid 2, 3, Endgame.
And the source!
Especially the motherfucking source! The goddamn piece of shit! Anyway, have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night.
Sleep well.